Hello everyone, this is Amanpreet Kaur from Guru Nanak Dev University and I'm a legal intern at Lex and Company. So the purpose of this video is to know about the concept of double nationality or dual citizenship. So let's start with this topic. So first of all, let's us know about the double nationality or dual citizenship. When more than one country regards an individual as its citizen, it is called dual citizenship. So dual citizenship occur because of different countries because there are various methods of different countries for granting the citizenship, and it involves dual citizenship also. So a person can hold dual citizenship. The person generally enjoys so many rights that the person prefer to hold a dual citizenship, that is right to hold passport, right to vote, right to residence, right to work, right to enter the country, etc. So the person is not just entitled to the rights but is also obliged with some of the duties. For example, taxation duties, that the person has to pay taxes for both the countries, for the purposes of social programs for both the countries. So yeah, so we can say that dual citizenship is not a easy concept. It is a quite complex concept. It has many provisions. If there are many rights and powers to be enjoyed, then there are many setbacks as well. So first of all, let us know about the pros of the dual nationality. So at first, there are the benefits. So dual citizenship can provide a citizen with certain benefits. It depends upon the laws of the nation states. It depends upon the countries and their laws. So they get to vote, they get to be a part of social programs, eligible to hold multiple offices, etc. So the next benefit is the multiple passport. The process of getting your passport is quite tiresome, so it is full of multiple runs to the offices. So we can say that this benefit is very important for the businessmen and students also. So the next one is the property ownership. You can hold estates, thus opening multiple alternative earnings at various places of both the countries. So it is a benefit. So the further is the political security. In situation like in the situation of war-like situation, or where there is no peace or any such violent breakout in any of the countries, you can just have a backup to rely upon. You can rush to the safe place with your family for the safekeeping. So the other benefits are the healthcare benefits. As we all know, some of the countries are developed countries and some of the are developing countries, and there are difference between the insurance and health benefits. So you can just stand take an advantage of the insurance facilities or the health facilities or such benefits which are being provided to you by the other country. So also there are cons of the dual nationality too. So first of the cons are taxation. That taxation laws might be a problem, as usually if you have a multiple citizenship, you are entitled to pay taxes to both the countries, and this might increase your expenses as well. So it is so second cons, it is very expensive also. You might face to trouble in the run for the post of the political officers also, and it can be very expensive. There can be security issues too, and many countries might not allow dual citizenship, and the countries you want to be a citizen of, it can have contradicting views. So there is even a bigger risk that if your nation is against dual citizenship, it might even revoke your nationality. So that's a drawback. It is a time-taking process, and it usually processes like this involves a lot of paperwork and also a lot of time. So these are the drawbacks also. So yeah, that's it for today guys. So kindly like and subscribe to our channel Let's Click, and also put a thumbs up on this video if you like it, and kindly comment. So if you have any question regarding this, then you can put it in the comment box. And also this video does not solicit any type of promotion or advertisement as per the guidelines of the Bar Council of India, and it is for solely for the education purpose. Thank you.